continuing the lesson 2. Till now, we studied in this lesson reproduction in flowering plants, the process of microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis, development of gametophyte from spores, that is from microspore development of male gametophyte, and from megaspore development of female gametophyte. Then we studied the process of transfer of gametes, that is pollination. After pollination we studied fertilization, double fertilization, and after double fertilization the development of embryo from zygote and development of endosperm from PEN. So after fertilization an ovule develop into seed and an ovary develop into a flower. As you know that pollination can be self or cross, and cross pollination is sometimes used for the improvement of a particular crop. So sometimes for the improvement of crop an artificial process is adopted, and that is artificial hybridization. Artificial hybridization means cross pollination done in two good varieties of same species. For that purpose, in this particular mechanism, two steps are there: emasculation and bagging. Emasculation process is removal of male organs from a flower in the very beginning, and bagging means covering of female parts. I will you explain here. Suppose this plant we are considering as male, and this plant we are considering as female, and in this female parent the flower, from this flower in the bud stage only, these anther stamens are cut and removed. Those stamens are removed from bud condition. This removal of anther male organ from a flower, it is called emasculation, and this emasculation is done to prevent the chances of self-pollination. Otherwise there will be self-pollination. So the stamens of that flower are removed, and after emasculation this flower is covered with a paper bag, and this process is called bagging. Flower is covered with bag. This flower is covered with bag to check the entry of any unwanted pollen. So any unwanted pollen cannot enter. Only the pollen grain from the flower of this plant will be transferred to the stigma after the removal of bag. At the time of pollination, the bag is removed, pollen grain are transferred on the stigma artificially, and then again flower is covered with bag. This is bagging. So emasculation, removal of anther; bagging, covering of flower with bag. Emasculation is done to prevent the chances of self-pollination, and bagging is done to prevent the entry of any unwanted pollen. This process is used in crop improvement. After fertilization, the zygote develops into embryo. As you know, there are two types of plants, dicots and monocots. So the method of development of embryo in both are different. And in case of dicote, the mature embryo is having two cotyledon, whereas in monocot only one cotyledon is there, and that single cotyledon is called scutellum. So two cotyledons are there, dicot; single cotyledon is there, monocot. This is embryonic axis having radicle and plumule. This portion of plant, this portion of embryo, this portion between plumule and cotyledon, this is called epicotyle, whereas this particular portion between cotyledon and radicle, it is called hypocotyle. In monocot embryonic axis, plumule and radicle are there, of course, but this plumule has a protective cap, a protective cover is there called coleoptile, and radicle has a protective cover, coleorhiza. So these are the embryos of dicot and monocot. As after pollination and fertilization, ovule become hard and develop into seed. A typical seed has three parts: an outer cover called seed coat, nutritive tissue, endosperm, and a baby plant in the form of embryo. This outermost cover of seed, it is called seed coat. It is for protection. Whereas this nutritive tissue, it is endosperm. Endosperm sometimes may be present up to the maturity of seed. Then seeds are endospermic seeds, but sometimes the endosperm is exhausted, finished, and utilized by the embryo. Such seeds are non-endospermic seeds. So seeds can be endospermic and non-endospermic. And here this is the embryo. After germination, this embryo will develop into new plant. Plumule will develop into shoot system and radicle will develop into shoot system. After fertilization, ovary grows in size and it develops into a fruit. So we can define a fruit as ripened ovary. A mature ovary is called a fruit. A typical fruit has a wall, and that fruit wall is called pericarp. Pericarp is fruit wall, and this pericarp fruit wall is differentiable into epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp. Here I am showing you two fruits, mango and coconut. You can see here in this mango fruit, this outer peel or cover, it is epicarp. This middle pulp, juicy portion, it is mesocarp, and inner hard layer is endocarp. So epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, all these three layers are pericarp, whereas it is seed. Inside it is seed. Same in case of coconut. You can see this is the whole coconut, complete coconut. The outer peel is epicarp. This fibrous tissue fibers, dry fibers are there, thread-like structures, mesocarp, and very hard stony structure, it is endocarp. Inside the endocarp, that white part which is edible, this is the seed. So these both are fruits, but in mango the edible portion is mesocarp, whereas in coconut the edible portion is its endosperm or seed. So in different fruits, different parts are edible. Now see some more terms like yes, one thing more, parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits, what happens? Sometimes ovary develops into fruit, but seeds do not develop. Ovules fail to develop into seeds. So such type of fruits are without seed. Such fruits without seed are parthenocarpic fruit. As you know, banana is the example. Banana is seedless. So seedless fruits are parthenocarpic fruits. The term is polyembryony. Poly means many. Embryony means embryo. You know that in one seed, single embryo is there. In one seed, one embryo is there. But exceptionally, sometimes in one seed, there may be many embryos. So when more than one embryo are present in a single seed, then it is polyembryony. Example is citrus, lemon. One more term is apomixis. Apomixis, it is a method of asexual reproduction, but it looks like sexual reproduction. So it mimics sexual reproduction, though it is asexual. So this particular process, which is asexual, but देखने में ये sexual reproduction की तरह से दिखाई दे रही है. So this process is apomixis, and this apomixis is used in making of hybrid seeds, to make the multiple copies of hybrid seeds, and it is seen in most of the grasses.